we are. Game number 1. We have a Fatoria start with HyperRandom. So all the resource values are random on this. And the generations are random as well. They've got a little palisade area. Plenty of yurts. And the Fatoria as well. So the resources are going to be ticking upwards. We have boars with 182 food on them. That's not a lot. Only 47 food on the sheeps. And then 206 on the berries. But fortunately, they do have a Fatoria. So all of their... I'm going to switch ACCM to red real quick. All of their resources are coming in slowly. They also start, looks like, with a mule cart and a Shrivamsha. So, a very interesting start, for sure. There's not a lot of extra food on this map. There's, like, some extra boars. But they'll have to balance around having this Fatoria. Fast castle starts are really the way you want to go here. What is the thing next to the berries? That is a sapper tunnel. It doesn't do anything. It's a tunnel to somewhere. I don't know what it is. Did you look up HP on walls yet? It's just 150. They also start with a blacksmith, which is pretty cool. So let's take a look over at ACCM's base. He's chilling. He's playing as the Woo. And TaToH gets the Teutons. So this is a Civ matchup I have never seen before. What are we thinking are the strats here? I mean, with the Woo, you could go for John Swordsman if you're going to play Fast Castle. If you have a Fatoria, you could also go for Fire. Oh my goodness. Yo, Fire Archers could be disgusting. Fire Archers could be really disgusting if you get into that castle early. Really, really disgusting. Yo, Eric Wall, thank you for the 46 months, man. There's the barracks from ACCM. Resources ticking upwards, so they're going to get to the next stage pretty quickly. He's going up to Feudal Age, and this isn't quite a fast castle build unless he wants to use the market to sell, and then he can make his way up there. He currently has 4 on food because there wasn't a lot of starting food. There was only the berries and then whatever you got from the Fatoria and 1 boar with like 180 food on it. Do fire archers outrange Teuton castles? Well, Teuton castles need crenellations, right? So that's like Imperial Age. I was thinking them more in Castle Age to take everything out. ACCM is actually going for militia. Wow. Okay. 400 food deer could be worth milling. It's 197. I don't know about that. I don't know. ACCM is going for a men-at-arms play. What can he see? He doesn't even know where TaToH is. He's going men-at-arms. Okay. Can we talk about TaToH's gold placement versus ACCM's? TaToH's got gold back here. ACCM's got gold back here. I mean, I guess the extra ones are out this way. But that should be enough to last him a little bit, right? 392 on each of those. There's a lot of gold on these ones. As ACCM now goes for an archery range. Wow, ACCM's pressuring early. He still hasn't found him, though. ACCM, no, he's over here. ACCM, man. He's over here, dude. He's not over there. He's over here, bro. Oh, dang. Look at the very back of TaToH's base. Yeah, I mean, everything's not going to be perfectly even. We're going to have some uneven placements. It's fine. Who's the most adaptable top 10 player? I'd put TaToH up there. For sure. Wall is 150 HP. Palisade Gate is 40 or 400. Now the walls are 250 because he's in Feudal Age. So Castle Age is on the way for TaToH. I'm actually surprised that ACCM went for one of these fast builds on a Fatoria start. It's usually not what you go for. By the way, on all the HyperRandom maps, the wildlife, like leopards and wolves and stuff, have regeneration. It's like that because Zetnus scripted it, and I think he did that just because he thinks it's funny. And he likes to watch people die to wildlife because he's a great guy. Double blacksmith for TaToH, yep. Double blacksmith. And arson is on the way for ACCM. So ACCM's going to get in, and TaToH's going to have to figure out a way to survive. He has no loom on his villagers. He's on the way to Castle Age. No loom, and arson is in. So ACCM will break through these walls really, really quickly. And TaToH's going to need to protect the Feitoria. Like, these men-at-arms can take that thing out as now the Shirvamsha comes in, and that's going to be a pain in the ass with no loom. Where's the Shirvamsha from TaToH? That's coming back, and it was being chased by these leopards. So it's actually not full HP. It's weak. See if ACCM can spot that. TaToH's dealing with snow leopards under the TC, but he's about to be in Castle Age. And ACCM is pushing in. TaToH loses a villager. ACCM now going after the mule cart. Resources still looking good for him. He might be able to click up shortly. And TaToH will now go for the monastery. But ACCM is attacking the Feitoria, and these things are actually doing pretty good damage to this Feitoria. And now TaToH loses his Shirvamsha. Loom coming in for TaToH. Feitoria is threatened. It's a big part of both of their economies. And TaToH rewalls the gate. So ACCM going for a market, and he's looking to click up shortly. He's also going to stone. And his stone count is actually looking decent. So if he goes fire archers here, he could absolutely cook for sure. They're not great against units, but they are really, really solid against buildings. That Feitoria has already lost almost 1,000 HP. Guidos, thank you for the 11 months, man. And now TaToH will begin the process of converting the army from ACCM. So he's gotten one. When Wu infantry get converted, they do keep the regeneration. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, I don't know if you convert them in when they're in feudal age, do they keep the feudal regen rate, or do they update to the castle regen rate if you're in castle age? I have no idea about that. Love the Feitoria sound. They stay at the point of conversion. Okay. Jordan, yo, thank you for the raid, bro. Jordan, are you going to be up in like 2 hours? I'm looking for people to play a show match. Probably not. Probably not. All right, ACCM pushing in. Welcome in, everyone. This is a show match, Money Match Monday between TaToH and ACCM. 5 games of HyperRandom. And this is the Feitoria start HyperRandom. Right here. So it's Teutons against Wu. We had a fast castle build from TaToH. ACCM went for the infantry push. And so far, it was, I think it was mildly successful. I mean, TaToH had to spend a lot of res repairing that Feitoria. It does cost a lot to repair that thing. And now ACCM is going to clean up the archers here from TaToH. And ACCM is looking for a castle, and he's looking for a castle forward. And once he gets fire archers, the buildings from TaToH are going to be heavily threatened. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh my goodness. You'd think ACCM has the Teuton conversion resistance here with how long it took to convert that scout. No instant conversion there for TaToH, and ACCM still controlling the map. Now, normally in the Masters of a HyperRandom tournament, we play standard victory. It's one of the cool things about it. So relics and wonders would be involved. But ACCM, I think, hosted this one on Conquest. So we'll get the next ones in on standard. I don't think it would matter very much anyway. Probably beneficial for him actually controlling all of the relics
with the best caster
on the center of the map. Yo, thank you, M5. Appreciate it. Castle coming up from ACCM here. Does he have loom? He does. Okay. And I think he's going to get this castle up. There's a second scorpion coming around. Does have to be careful about these light cav and these archers, but 2 scorpions from that position should not be enough to stop this castle. 32 vills for ACCM, 43 vills for TaToH, and TaToH is slowly catching up on res collected. But ACCM is holding all the map control. What the fuck? TaToH's mule card is adventuring. Packers, thank you for the 11 months, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Double bit axe on the way for ACCM. We're going to have fire archers coming out. Now, fire archers are not very good against units, but they get bonus damage against buildings. And they get extra range against buildings as well. So right now he's got 10 range, which is insane, right? If they get Bodkin Arrow, they can actually outrange fully upgraded Teuton Castle in Castle Age. What's the thing to the left of the monastery for TaToH? It's just a sapper tunnel. It doesn't do anything. It just exists. There's some guys underneath digging. It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'll switch on the underground view for you. It looks like a pillow fort. Close. Scorpions for TaToH, and there's a lot of them. As the fire archers continue to work away on the siege workshop. Good cat, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Thank you, good cat. I hope you've been watching Sumo. I've been trying to watch, but my boy Anakatsu is losing. Very sad. University. Now on the way for TaToH. He wants ballistics for the Scorpions. The fire archers are still a problem, though. Like, they are killing this building quite quick. And ACCM, he's got 6 of them now as he goes for the siege workshop, too. Monk's still wandering around, trying to get the relics. I bet he's wishing that he actually did turn on standard victory now, because he's going to get every single relic if he sees them. He knows about these two as well. Yeah, he's going to get every single relic. If standard victory was on, this would be really, really insane for ACCM. Imperial Age for him. Okay. And TaToH's looking to go up to him too. What's a Fire Archer? Fire Archer is the Woo unique unit. They have a unique mechanic where they get more range when they're attacking buildings. So they get 10 range against buildings. As Imperial Age comes in from TaToH. And wisely going for Imp from the back TC when he's up against Fire Archers. Because they could slaughter this TC here. No ballistics still for the Scorpions from TaToH. He still can't advance under that castle. So he needs to be careful. Does ACCM know about the unique tech? See, I had forgotten about that unique tech. So I'm going to assume he does know, but he's also forgotten. Because that would be really, really nice. And it's 400 food, 250 gold, so it is kind of expensive. Maybe he knows, but it's just too expensive to get right now. All right, ballistics coming in. The Scorpions trying to weasel their way through. That is not a pretty situation there for TaToH. And this is definitely not a situation where ACCM wants to drop another castle here with the Scorpions being involved. Fire Archers still working away on the houses. Mangonel now coming forward from ACCM. Ballistics is finally in for TaToH. He's got to be careful, though. TaToH, you got to be careful, buddy. You got to be careful. Oh, nice shot from ACCM. And there's another castle from ACCM. More Fire Archers coming out. What is the unit comp here for TaToH? Is it just Monks Scorpions? Is that it? Another siege workshop from ACCM, and the traction trebs have started coming out. However, they take a very long time to produce. Longer than trebs, longer than bomber cannons to produce. As the light cab come in now. No conversions yet for TaToH. He does have ballistics though, so the light cab will go down. And now chemistry on the way for bomber cannons. Fire Archers still working away. The unique tech would go very hard here for ACCM because he's not really doing the maximum amount of damage that he can to the buildings yet. I missed a new DLC expansion, didn't I? Yes. Yes, you did. Here it comes. Okay, Red Cliff Tactics. We can see how much damage they're doing to the buildings right now. It's a decent amount, but it's not a lot. And now we'll take a look at the fire damage. Ooh. Ooh, the fire damage actually makes a big difference. So it's just slowly ticking away. This castle's losing a lot of HP. 5 relics for ACCM, by the way. Severely behind on res collected as TaToH tries to push this back. He's getting all his monk techs, getting siege engineers, block printing. And he's going to try and hold this castle, but it's very difficult when you have units that have 12 range. So crenellations could be great for TaToH, but that's also a very expensive technology. That's 600 food, 400 stone. Castles, really only for fire archer production from ACCM. You don't need them to make trebs. So you're just trying to hold this position until your traction trebs come into play. And his traction treb pathing has not been stellar, for sure. But now they're going to start working away. Important note here, traction trebs can be converted at a distance, similar to bombard cannons. So TaToH is going to keep pushing this stuff back as ACCM tries to deal with these monks. And it's really, really difficult because there's really... It's a 4 attack unit. It's got the same base attack as a standard archer. Really tough to snipe these monks, and they don't have the extended range against the monks either. ACCM now going after the treb. He's going to probably take this out. The bombard cannon is out from TaToH. We're seeing the weakness of the traction trebs. And now we see some of their strengths as they have pretty good accuracy against the bombard cannons and the trebuchets from TaToH. But TaToH pushing this stuff back, and ACCM is about to lose this castle. And now the question is, what does ACCM do with 7 on food and no forward castle? TaToH has just been holding the entire time. And now the castle's not there. So the Scorps can come forward, and the monks can come forward. And now ACCM's looking for redemption. Siege Engineers was such a good tech from TaToH. And look at the resources from TaToH. Absolutely disgusting. ACCM's eco is not on par with TaToH's. Now even Ironclad coming in for the Spaniard. So that'll give melee armor to his siege. He's got an economy that can basically do whatever he wants to do. Switching into Cavalier. He's managed to hold this. Dude, if standard victory was on, this game would be a lot more interesting because ACCM would be approaching the relic timer victory. But it's ACCM who was the host here. So it's his fault for not having it on. Oh my god! All of the monks just got absolutely dunked on by the traction trebs. ACCM taking out the monk army from TaToH, and now he can push back. Some advantages of traction trebs being seen. Really good against slow units. They can't quite run away on time. And they're not 100% accurate, so even if you're running away, you might get hit by a missed shot from one of these. There's another castle is up here from ACCM, and he starts to make more fire archers. The eco right now is not even close. 126 against 57. 5 relics, generating some gold for ACCM, but this doesn't look good. He's still only got 5 on food currently. He finally did add a second town center, but the eco back here is looking a little, oof, not gonna lie. Looking a little sad. When TaToH shows the cav, it's game? Maybe. Where's he building them up? Is it over here? Yeah. Okay, so TaToH's just slowly building the Cavalier. He's not going to die immediately. He's just holding, getting his techs in. And then he's going to dive in with the Cavalry and clear up all of this stuff from ACCM. How do you lose this? I mean, TaToH's really good, right? Are you talking about ACCM or are you talking about TaToH's position right now? Because it's hard to fathom TaToH losing this game from this spot now. As ACCM comes over with the monks. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he's up against Teutons. He will not get any conversions here. Just one, and he calls the GG. Well played there from TaToH. Very interesting Civ matchup. The Fire Archers definitely pressured quite a bit, but TaToH just held on long enough. And ACCM, you got to question the feudal play. I think if he had just gone fast castle and done that, it might have been better. But if ACCM had also enabled standard victory, it would have been really good for him. I just message him. I'm like, should have put standard victory. Dumbass. Yeah, if it was standard victory, he probably would have won. All right, so game number 2 is going to be on HyperRandom Walled. So the different versions of HyperRandom are scripted so that like the land version is only land, the walled version has some walled base. You know, the Fatoria version starts with a Fatoria like we saw right there. And I like the walled version. Hopefully we don't get something too campy, but he has put the victory to standard. I think one of my favorite HyperRandoms that we saw was a single tunnel in the middle, similar to Amazon Tunnel, like, and the bases were very small. Was a 1v1. Maybe it was HyperRandom, maybe it was a John Slow tournament. I can't remember. But there was one relic in the center, and it was standard victory. And the guy collected the relic, and then his monastery died about 3 times. I can't believe, or I can't remember who it was that was playing. It was hilarious. There was like 3 different cuts through the wood line.
Money match
That was
Monday,
Bazzi
or
random.
as I
There
like
you
to
go.
call it, Dong Duel Day.
Thank you, Apex, for the 100. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man. $100 towards Money Match Monday. All right. Hera's not up for the show match later. I'll have to find someone else. I'll have to find 2 other players. I have money now. I'm looking around. Okay. Game number 2. And this is HyperRandom Walled. And, well, we have 2 different bases. TaToH's got a lot of space over here with his fortified walls. They are extremely close, by the way. And ACCM's got quite a bit of space over here. He's got this whole back area to take. And there's some boars back there. All the resource values are random, and they start with a monk. This looks like a hero monk, though. It is a hero monk. He's got a little, like, snow cone hat. Okay. In terms of resource values on the pigs, we got 85 food on that, 68 on this one, 85. Turkey or goose has 113. This has 527. Really solid. Can they convert in feudal? Yes. Also, you could just bring this vill in, and you don't even have to block with the monk. You just heal the vill. ACCM's going to be fine, though. Saracens versus Koreans. 2 very good civs for a late game matchup. Also,
Money Match Monday, money from me for more money matches on future Money Match Monday Mondays.
Thank you, FM. $50. Holy cow, bro. Thank you so much, man. Oh my goodness. All right. Now I definitely have to find people to play the next one. There are 2 relics in the back. Remember, it's standard victory. We could actually see a wonder victory on this, I think, even though they're so close. Could be possible. There's another relic over here and then one over here. So it's definitely favored towards ACCM. But I think TaToH, like, kind of has the better map setup here. He's controlling more of the map than ACCM is with his base. So it all balances out. If TaToH even gets 1 relic, he's going to be fine. Resource values on the golds. We have 261, 707 here. Stone mine is 505, 1200 on this gold, 1300 on this gold at the back, and then some neutral resources, not a lot of stone, and some gold right here. So how much stone in total is on the map? Not a ton. There's 8,100. I mean, I guess that's a lot, but it doesn't feel like there's that much. Is the Wonder Relic Timer also randomized? No, it is not. You could collect relics now and drop them in your base. True. Yo, that's actually a great point. You start with the monk. So if ACCM finds this, he could bring that home and get a relic victory really, really quickly. Ooh. TaToH's over here, like, scouting with his monk. TaToH needs to find some relics, bro. I wonder if he realizes it's standard victory. I sent the message to ACCM to make it standard. I don't know if TaToH knows. Because, like, this ain't great for standard victory. Those relics are unfair. Admin re. That's the thing about HyperRandom. When we're thinking about admin re's, the general thought process is like, too bad. Suck it up. Can a hero monk pick up relics? I'm assuming it can. I don't know. We'll find out if TaToH finds this one over here. You signed up for this shit? Yes, that's the general idea. Okay, so let's see if TaToH can find this and if he thinks about picking it up. Then TaToH, pick it up. TaToH, go get it. Come on. Come on, boy. Go get it. Oh, he wants that first. Friar Tuck can pick up a relic, but he becomes a standard monk afterwards. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay, so ACCM is going to find this one. I think at the moment, they're not in the mindset of picking up relics. They just want to explore. There is a... Oh, did you see that? Okay, so TaToH goes in there. He sees that there's a hole. And he's like... he's like, I don't want to show this to ACCM. That's at least what I thought. And now he's shit talking ACCM. Why you open? Oh man. So he lets him know. There's a bromance here. TaToH loves ACCM. What is Tao Lao? I have no idea. No idea, but ACCM walls it up immediately. All right, so now TaToH comes back across this way. So Civ matchup-wise, who would you prefer? Wow, you can push Ibex with your monk? Okay. Koreans, I think? I think so. If you have walls, full walls. I mean, Saracens can deal with them. It's not the worst Civ to have late game. Also, it's nice to have the Saracen market. But, I don't know. I really don't. Both players going fast castle, as you do on a map like this. And both going up at around the same time, too. So... even with random resources, you know, you don't know how the map is going to spawn. You've never practiced it before. They both go up at the same time. Really, really nice adaptation from both of them. And Market Blacksmith, Castle Age, TaToH, just a little bit faster. Looks like he only built one villager in Feudal Age. ACCM made 2. So TaToH expedited that market, or maybe ACCM made 3. Maybe he made 3. Is this land only HyperRandom? This is the HyperRandom walled version. Where's the monk from TaToH? Okay, the monk from TaToH's over there. So he's just exploring everything. Their vision is going to be excellent with the monks. And they know what the entire map looks like, basically. They both have the same exploration. ACCM, just a little bit more, actually. So he knows about the relic up at the top. TaToH does not. And now he's going to find out about the relics over here, too. What's so special about the Saracen market? They don't have to pay the taxes. So Saracen market is just like better than a civ that already has guilds. So you can see the difference. See the values here? It's 130 to buy wood, 69 to sell. If we go to Saracens, it's 105 to buy wood, 94 to sell. That's a huge difference. And also the market is cheaper to build. Yeah, it only costs 75 wood. So Saracens, if you use the market effectively, you can get away with some crazy builds, some crazy booms as well. There's the Siege Workshop from TaToH. Siege Workshop against fortified walls. I wonder what he wants to do. And another TC. I'm just looking at these relics, man. They need to get these things in. And they haven't grabbed any with the monks, so I'm assuming that maybe they can't. Siege Tower for what though? For a Siege Tower push would be sick. And it's going to be that, I think, because there's nothing else he can put in there. I think this might be a Siege Tower push. He's making the TC on stone. Can you put towers in a siege tower? No. You definitely can't put a monk in there. And we're loading up. We're getting on board. Come on. Everybody in. 10 vills in the siege tower. It's going to puke him over the wall of ACCM. Here comes the monk, and the monk can heal the villagers over the wall, which will be pretty cool. And if TaToH gets a tower here, he can like kind of deny the monks from leaving that monastery. Now ACCM sees the siege tower. He might even signal it. Be like, what the fuck? No! Get back in! No! TaToH's gonna try and block the monk with the siege tower and attack with the villagers. What's the speed on a siege tower? 0.8. The monk is at 0.7, and TaToH is blocking the monk with the siege tower and killing it with the villagers. What a play. Something I've never seen before. Something I have never seen before in Age of Empires 2. What a play from TaToH. He'll puke out the villagers here. ACCM's gonna have some monks here, and ACCM says Tao Lao. TaToH laughs. Just convert it back. Perfect. Villagers now coming out from ACCM. Walls coming out from TaToH. Remember, this is a guard tower because he's Koreans. So big walls all the way around. There's a mangonel! No! Watch out! Oh my goodness. TaToH with the quick walls. ACCM has to respect the tower. Guard tower is going to be tough for that mangonel to deal with. He does have loom. And TaToH takes out one of those vills. ACCM now having to sell for gold so that he can make another mangonel, and he's housed. So TaToH has lost a villager, a couple of villagers, for the conversions and the mangonel shot. But he's still got a pretty good position here. And now he's going for a siege workshop as well. The villagers can't hop back into the siege tower. They can only hop over the walls. And the tower still trying to take out this mangonel. Another villager goes down there from ACCM. TaToH now going for a rocket cart. And he's desperately trying to save this tower. There's a second mangonel now from ACCM. TaToH waiting for the rocket carts to come in. Trying to repair this tower until that rocket cart does actually complete. And it's going to be a close one for sure. Let's see what the rocket cart can do. TaToH pops out. Gets one. Uh-oh, ACCM. Uh-oh, ACCM. Doesn't quite get that. And now TaToH loses the rocket cart. ACCM still pushing here. He kills one of his own villagers. But TaToH is losing a lot. 37 villagers for TaToH. 52 villagers for ACCM. There goes another mangonel. And there goes another rocket cart. So the push is dead, essentially. But at least we got some value from the push. Is it dead? The tower's still not done. The villagers are working away on the mangonel, and there is another rocket cart on the way. Let's see if these villagers can clear up this mangonel. Tower goes down. And ACCM saves the mangonel just in time. Just in time. And now TaToH's trying to save these vills. Get him! Get him! Uh-oh. Nice shot there from ACCM. Okay, so TaToH adding a second and third town center. Those are already up for ACCM, and you can see he's got the second farm upgrade, and he's just booming away. And now TaToH needs to start thinking about the relics. I really don't think he knows that it's standard victory. Rocket carts are so squishy. I think a lot of pros prefer the rocket carts over the mangonels. A lot easier to maneuver in general. I think the balance has been pretty good for those, though. They're better in some circumstances, they're worse in others. Which is perfect, right? That's exactly what you want. Okay, so castle will go up from TaToH. Never mind. He's going to go for a tower over here and maybe a castle from this direction. They're much better balanced than traction trevs, maybe. Oh, there's a relic right here. I never noticed that. Has that been there all game? It was just hiding behind the wall? So there was one in TaToH's base. Okay.
Howdy, Dave. Long time no
Yo,
see.
DM Ben, thank you for the 61 months, dude. Welcome back, bro. Oh, don't let him convert a villager. Do not let him convert a villager, because he will be... Dude, you can't let the Koreans have a villager in your base. That guy is going to be so annoying. Chat called it out 45 minutes ago, Dave. All right, well, chat is more attractive and more intelligent than I am, I guess, as ACCM tries to ram this down to get to the relic, presumably. He's also going for this relic. So ACCM identifying that relics are very important here. And TaToH, well, he's still only got this one monk. Nice pressure over here from the rocket cart by TaToH. 58 villagers for him. He does clear up the mangonel. ACCM on the way back with the relic. Rocket cart defending over here. Fortified walls are very tanky. And TaToH has found his way down to this stone at the bottom. So it's TaToH with the majority of the map control. ACCM, though, still with the eco lead. And Redemption is coming in. Ooh, 4 monks. Bro, you could get all these villagers converted. Monk Micro not on point there for ACCM. He doesn't target all of them, and TaToH will get this tower up in time. Youpseong on the way for TaToH to get the extra range on the towers. Loving these Castle Age technologies. And ACCM now coming out, getting redemption. And he could just convert the tower, dude. Once he gets the juice back on the monks. He could just convert the tower. His monk is regenerating along with the healing. Because it is a hero unit. And he's not going to convert that. He's going to convert the villagers instead. And he's just going to take out the tower with his own villagers. But TaToH is now converting the villagers back. However, still some problems over here for ACCM. His eco is looking nice. He's going for more monks, and he's managed to get out here to the stone mine. And did he get the relic back? I think he got the one from up here back. Rocket cart converted and then killed. TaToH goes for monastery now. He still has his hero monk over here. And it's gotten 4 conversions already. But usually he converts a vill and then ACCM just converts it back again. Second castle? Yeah, where does it go? It's gotta go like here, right? Also, a wall this way from TaToH would be sick. Then you secure all of this res over on the side. And that's a lot of gold over there. That's 8,000 gold in that one pile. Not the siege tower. No, get away. Castle forward from ACCM. That will let him control this relic. There's still one down here, though. As TaToH now loops around this side, and he's going to go for another tower. ACCM, though, on the way to Imperial Age. And another rocket cart converted. Ooh, ACCM coming out this way. He's going to find the tower. He's going to find the tower. That's not a lot of gold there. And TaToH will see this, and he sends a war wagon over. Definitely some headaches here for ACCM, but overall, I think he's probably in the better position. He's going to get a lot of conversions over here, I think. Unless TaToH can get a huge shot with the rocket cart, but I think this thing is about to be converted. Devotion is in, by the way, for TaToH. And does the hero monk go down? Hero monk goes down. More war wagons converted. Yo, Nacho, thank you for the 5 months, bro. Welcome back. TC did go up from ACCM, so that tower should be dealt with, but there's, of course, another tower behind. With murder holes now on the way for TaToH, and war towers going up over here. I appreciate the push from TaToH. The siege tower with 10 villagers going over was kind of nuts. He probably should have just ignored that first monk, though. He gave ACCM a lot of warning on what was coming. He probably should not have blocked it and killed it. ACCM had so much time to prepare. This is a bad setup for TaToH. He's not up to imp yet. He'll get the towers up, which is great, I guess. Ooh, he won't get this one up. But look at this army from ACCM. He's got the monks. He's got a rocket cart. He's got war wagons. He's got 2 mangonels. The Treb is coming too. And TaToH, not close to imp, man. Not close to imp at all. Did manage to get 1 relic, though, TaToH. Pretty rough for TaToH? Yeah. Is this a disaster piece from TaToH? I think it was kind of cool, though.
Hi, Dave.
I think it was pretty cool, the push. Metal Face, thank you for the 23 months. And I am bald. Yes, that is correct. Confirmed. I am bald. GG called from TaToH. ACCM takes 1. That was a cute little push there from TaToH. I think the monk block was hilarious, but unnecessary. And ACCM just had so much time to get loom and send the villagers and everything. Nice job from ACCM to push that back. It's rare you see a siege tower actually getting some value. And of course, the one time it does, it results in his death. Better eco there from ACCM. And we go on to game number 3, which should be on regular HyperRandom. Regular HyperRandom. And they're into it right away. So they've got Armenians for ACCM and Portuguese for TaToH. Is the tourney for pros only? You can sign up and then the top players will go through the qualifier to get into the main event. But last time around, there was multiple divisions. So there's like 5 divisions or something like that, all based on rating. I don't know. I would assume we're going to do something similar this time around, but I'm not sure if we fully worked out all of the lower elo stuff. But if you want to sign up for Masters of HyperRandom 3, I think the sign up thing is open on Discord. I'll have to check. Maybe not. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Soon. This time, 1 division so far. Yeah, we'll see. Do we know what happened with ACCM and Gamdom? I mean, they probably just ended his sponsorship, right? Signups are not open yet. Okay. Signups are not open yet. Lower elo divisions, TBD. Definitely TBD. But last time around we had them. This time around it would be great if we had them again. There will be a qualifier, I believe. So who knows? Who knows if you're high enough rated to get in? I have no idea. Okay. Next game. Okay. Well, interesting. We have Portuguese from TaToH and ACCM playing as the Armenians, and they have a boarding boat with a king icon. It moves very quick, 1.9 speed, and it's got 220 HP. Right. And 1 range. Now, ACCM has a little area he can fish boom back here, but most of the fish are on this center area. And they will know about the map setup because they also have 2 camo riders that they can use to scout around. Interesting, dude. What a wild map. So many fish on this, too. What a crazy map. That water looks very unhealthy. The fish like it, I guess. What have you done, Zetnus? He spent so long asking if he could. He didn't ask if he should. Damn, dude. ACCM's got the better map again. He's got the pond in the back. He's got 2 relics over here. Looks like TaToH also has 2 relics. This could be a wonder victory angle, for sure. This could definitely be a wonder victory angle map. I also love this terrain, and Zetnus loves it as well. This, like, from hell kind of terrain. Also on HyperRandom, the trees have random values. So they can be as low as, I think, 50 and as high as 150 on the big woodlines. These ones are 78. And different types of trees have different values, I believe. Yeah, 114 for the bush C. And then we look at this tree, and it's 78, right? Boars, 364. Berries, 222, which should be really solid for the Portuguese. And you can bring in the boars with the camels. And you can see this boar has 570 food on it. So that's a lot. There's a ton. These goats, not so much, though. 73 on those, 39 on this. Also, the camel's quite quick, so you need to be really careful with bringing it in. It's almost like too fast. TaToH would feel really sad if that board de-aggroes right now. He would feel really sad about this. But it looks like he's going to be fine. Two pretty good civs, honestly, for this map. Armenians and Portuguese, both water civilizations. They can both do well. ACCM is coming out here for the dock. You got to be careful with this boarding boat.
You know what's even better than Money Match Monday? Subscribing to Dave_O for Super KZOCONTNT.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. Thank you for the resub, Humble Jelly. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome back. ACCM, is he going to bring in this guy? 570 food, man. It's definitely worth it. He's not doing it. Even the penguins have 130 food on them. 364 on that. He's going to be fine. TaToH, is TaToH going for a dock? He is. He's going for it in a more safe location. And he doesn't see the dock from ACCM yet. No scam trains yet today. We had a scam train at the beginning of the stream. We were scamming people left and right, dude. Okay, here we go. The battle of the boarding boats.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I
Hi Dave. It was great to see you at the GL podcast.
Did they not
and
attack?
The Pros quiz show. Hope you're having a good one. Sticker kept on the ice and all.
Thanks, De Niro. Thank you for the 29 months. Can they? I guess they can't attack. They can only look. They can only watch. Maybe they convert. Was not in range. They'd be attacking each other if they could. Maybe this is one of those hero units that can convert stuff. So ACCM is hanging out near the dock. And here comes TaToH. He's going to go on past. ACCM now going up to feudal age. And the boarding boat is doing something. Get him. Get his ass. Get his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Your sails are blue. Prepare to be boarded. ACCM got one. TaToH got one. It looks like there's like no recharge, or he's just waiting. He's just waiting now. He's just waiting. And ACCM is running away now with the fishing ship. So now they're just trading fishing ships back and forth. He's going to convert another one. At this point, like, don't even make the fish. Oh my god, a transport ship. Okay. So he can bring the camels and the villager over. TaToH's got his camels over here. See how quickly TaToH sees this. Oh, he snuck right by. He sees the transport ship now. And he's going to try and convert this. And now TaToH's like, oh, man. What just came over to my side? He doesn't even know. Doesn't know about the camels at all. And one of his camels is weak. He does have loom, though, which is good. And now he's... Don't let him get the transport... Oh, God.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity.
He let him get the transport ship. Oh, God. Villagers fighting the camel riders. Camels coming over to fight the camel riders. He gets one villager. HP's on the camels. More or less the same. And a nice little quick wall there from TaToH. And he should be fine against that. He'll just keep chasing those around. Transport ship is now under his control as well. ACCM going for galleys. TaToH looks like he wants to play fast castle. Still trading fishing ships, by the way. And, oh, watch out. No, 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 don't, no. Don't do it. No, your sails are blue. It's a very persuasive boarding party. It's an extremely persuasive boarding party. And ACCM is figuring it out slowly. And now TaToH's got the transport. Oh, God. ACCM converts another fishing ship. He sends it back.
10% of another pog planting.
Yo, Humble Jelly, thank you for the $14, man. Donations coming in like crazy today, by the way. Thank you so much, guys. We had Kasara with 550 earlier. We had Apex as well with 100. We had Ephraim with 50. We have Humble Jelly here now. It's so generous, and I'm still trying to find another player for our second show match of the day. Or another 2 players. We'll figure that out after this one is done, though. Okay, so conversions are happening back and forth. The transport ship has managed to sneak away, and 1 camel is going to come back across. Tatau will go fast castle, but ACCM will be controlling the water. And now TaToH is waiting for the villagers to come over here, but ACCM's got the ship, and ACCM might be able to convert it. So we'll see how quickly TaToH can actually escape to the other island. He's on the run. ACCM, he knew the transport ship was there. Like, he's got to know that TaToH's back across here. But the converted transport ship now drops off these villagers, and this is a problem. Sure, you're going to control the water, but TaToH's going to be in Castle Age with villagers on your island? Oof. That is a big, big problem. Boarding boat. Still alive. 10 HP on the boarding boat. It was a brutal fight there, but the crew managed to push them away. And this guy's going to come back, maybe for some healing. It is nice to have that unit. It's very quick. It can convert. It's a very, very useful unit to have. ACCM now with 5 fishing ships. So he can take advantage of the water. But this is concerning. Both of his camels were sent over to TaToH's side. He doesn't have any vision on this. He knows that TaToH got the transport ship. But he has no vision on whatever came across. Demo now coming out for TaToH. Transport ship has been found. Transport ship has been ignored. And Castle Age is on the way. It's a stable from TaToH. ACCM does have loom. Does have loom. And he's trying to take out this dock as TaToH didn't get a successful demo over here. Can ACCM see this? He has no idea. He has absolutely no idea. He might assume it was just this camel that came across. The barracks is up now for him, so maybe he knows that there's something over here. But he is definitely not prepared for what's coming his way. TaToH's eco behind this is not fantastic. He's just going on to gold. He's got a few villagers on the berries with Portuguese, which is okay. But ACCM's about to be in a world of hurt. He can go for fortified churches once he's in Castle Age, but that's still a minute away. And TaToH's going to be killing at least 1 villager. Here come the mangonels. ACCM's in trouble. Good quick walls here from ACCM around the berries, around the woodline. This woodline as well. You can walk over the fire terrain. I don't think you can build on it. Oh, what on earth was that lag spike? And now the mangonel is clearing up the villagers over here, and TaToH's going to get more. Ooh, boy. Completely dead woodline there for ACCM. Still 6 fishing ships for him. And now he moves across this way. Soxy, thank you for the raid, bro. But ACCM is losing so much. There's the fortified church for him. Water control is huge. But land control is currently the problem. Land control is just non-existent for ACCM. Oh boy. TaToH has 3 on food though. 3 on food. Wood is being bought from ACCM. Does he want a TC or does he want a siege workshop? He wanted a fortified church. And he actually cancels that. And it looks like he lost the wood from that. I don't know if he deleted it or he lost the wood. It looks like he lost the wood. Another fortified church over here. More monks on the way. Scouts now coming out from ACCM. One of them dies to the mangonel shots. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Great push here from TaToH. ACCM now coming out with the warrior priest. Can he kill this mangonel in time? He is going to get one. So that's some value at least. But the TC is going to go down. ACCM is going to have no way to spend his food. I guess light cav is the play. Knights are kind of weak. They're prowling around. They're looking for the villagers. And ACCM realizing he just needs a hard commit to trying to repair this TC. He's not going to get it. The monk is coming over. Light cav now coming in for ACCM to try and clear up the monks. ACCM still trying to hold that town center, but the town center goes down. One monk dead. Now the light cav is under TaToH's control. And ACCM has 25 villagers. However, it is ACCM, so we'll see when he decides to resign. Because we all know, man's a gamer. Nice attack ground there from TaToH. And he knows he's got the advantage with the water. Redemption now on the way. TaToH's eco is slowly starting to improve. Second town, or I guess second town center technically, but it's going to be his only town center for ACCM. Looks like he did convert this transport ship back. I think. I don't think he made another one. And redemption is in for him. It is likely that ACCM pushes this back and gets rid of this presence on his own island. TaToH, be careful, dude. No, TaToH 1-2. He got both of them. He got both of them, and he gets the third one. ACCM with some sick monk micro there, and TaToH not responded to that in time. Bye-bye, mangonels. ACCM is gaming again, and now he's transporting back across this way. What a hold from ACCM. After he lost 17 eco. That was so sick. And now TaToH's like, uh-oh. He knows, dude. He's like, oh, God. It's coming back across the other way. More fishing ships being added from ACCM. Fortified churches have definitely saved him. He can't ignore this push over here, but he's definitely going to be putting more focus into this area. What's up, Joan? How's it going? All right, warrior priests, monks coming out. And still only one town center for ACCM, but he's got the fish. And that's why he's ahead on res collected. Atonement coming in for him. So atonement's in for TaToH. Atonement coming in for ACCM. Villagers are being converted here. That's one way to expand your eco without a second town center. And he also has redemption. So bye-bye market from TaToH. That's handy. Especially when you lost, or at least at risk of losing your own. Oh, he got another mangonel. Oh, he got another mangonel. But TaToH's converting the monks. ACCM. TaToH's converting the monks. ACCM. Gets a couple monks from ACCM. He's trying to retreat back with this one. He's still trying to push over here. So TaToH is extremely distracted at home. ACCM extremely distracted at home. And now he gets another knight, but he loses the monk. Still, getting the knight there is not bad. These guys are full of juice, so they can convert this mangonel. They have to be careful about the monks from TaToH, though, because both players have redemption. Does anyone have devotion? Devotion is not in for ACCM. Get a shot. Traitor. And Devotion is not in for TaToH. He killed the traitor. Oh, boy. Is it... What is this? Is this like a town... Is it just safer over on TaToH's side? I think it is. I think it's safer over on your enemy's island. He's loading up. Yeah. It's a land of prosperity over here. We just need to go this way. Take the wood. Nice conversion there from ACCM. He gets the monk. Might be able to heal it too and save it. Ah, so close. Devotion now coming in for TaToH. That could make a big difference. ACCM converts another monk. This is just a clowny HyperRandom, and I love it. It's a great game here. And, like, TaToH's still got 3 TCs with a good-looking eco. He's still got control over here, but ACCM has been fishing this entire time. And you can see res collected still in his favor. And now it's a very similar situation that TaToH's in that ACCM was in just a few minutes ago. Over on his own island. And now there's a TC on TaToH's island. And ACCM still controls the water. I would favor ACCM from this position. I think TaToH's going to struggle. TaToH does have Devotion, but it doesn't matter. ACCM gets the conversion before, even though TaToH had Devotion and ACCM did not have Devotion yet. That whole sequence was ridiculous. Credit to them deleting those monks on time. Uh-oh. Dude, ACCM does not give a fuck. He is just going in, and TaToH manages to convert the Mangonel. ACCM trying to save them. Good shot there from TaToH. Deletes the Mangonel before it can be converted. Wood and gold looking great for TaToH, and he's got a lot on gold here. I think he's going to buy himself to guard tower as well. Good conversion there from ACCM as well. This is such a difficult game to play for both of them. That you have to pay attention to 2 separate islands with monk wars all over the place. This is so tough. Mangonel's still pushing here from ACCM. He's trying to get this fortified church up, but now the guard towers are here. And there's nothing to garrison in the fortified church. So is it really a threat? I mean, it's not firing arrows. It's just kind of sitting here. Guess TaToH lost his boarding boat? Yeah, he lost it early. Okay, TaToH gets one. ACCM does not get this. And ACCM is trying to take out both of these monks. He's going to get both of them. Beautiful job. No pressure happening over on this side, by the way. All of the game focus is here. On this area. As TaToH now tries to sneak out this way. Trying to defend with the 2 guard towers. He has 69 villagers against 50 from ACCM. But ACCM has had the fish the entire time. Normally, I think a lot of players would be frustrated with a game like this, but knowing TaToH and knowing ACCM, I think they're actually having fun right now. I would be having a blast with a game like this. And now TaToH is going to try and reboom on ACCM's island. ACCM found the lumber camp over here, but he doesn't know about the villagers over here. As he now tries to go for another TC. Monk is going to go down on this side. There's not a lot of eco left over here for ACCM. The towers are doing a good job of holding over on this side. As we see ACCM walking into another one from TaToH. But ACCM, look at the amount of units he has. He's got galleys, fire galleys, transport ship, boarding boat, villagers, fishing ships, warrior priest, orthodox monk, Portuguese monk, knight, mangonel, and ram. Pretty disgusting, honestly. And TaToH's just got villagers and 2 scouts. But TaToH going for a dock. Hell yeah, dude. Double dock here. So maybe thinking about clearing up the water again. ACCM's coming in, though. ACCM doesn't care. Oh, TaToH's got to be careful. He's going to get a lot of these villagers converted. The warrior priests are also backing this up quite nicely. 69 villagers for TaToH again. And it's less now. 66, 69 villagers for ACCM this time. There's the market for TaToH on the side. ACCM has managed to claw his way back into this game somehow. Fantastic job for him. It looked like he was about to resign. I think a lot of players would have resigned in his position. It looked like he was cooked. And he comes back. These warrior priests are a problem, man. They can heal each other up. They're going to be taking out the villagers. You can actually push it. What are you doing? Nilly? Nilly? Warrior priest coming in. TaToH's still trying to push this back with just vills. It's not going to work. War galley research on the way for TaToH. And he's going to try and take back the water. We've had all this fishing economy for ACCM. 5k res collected ahead. And now getting the armor, arson, and squires for his warrior priests. Quite an army of warrior priests. It's not a unit you see in mass very often, but it can be very, very effective. And it looks like TaToH is going to have to tap out here as ACCM will come forward for another castle. Great game, dude. Great game. I thought TaToH had this one. I really did. And these warrior priests are going to destroy the vills. Oh, they can heal each other up. They've got the +2 armor. TaToH. Oh, no, dude. Oh, they're destroying. Does he even lose one of them? Oh, God. Oh, they're being healed. No! Holy cow, 22 villager kills on those. Yikes. Great game from ACCM. He makes the comeback. Fantastic job there. This is just a preview of what you're going to see in Master of HyperRandom 3, by the way, coming at the end of September. September 29th is when it begins. Whew. Great play from ACCM. He was pretty close to dead here. This was not a good time for ACCM. This was not a good situation for our boy ACCM right now. No TC, 25 vills. But he converted the transport ship back with his boarding boat. And TaToH probably should have deleted that once he sent the villagers over. Conversions. 29 for ACCM, only 17 for TaToH. I don't think TaToH and ACCM trash talk each other the way he does with everyone else. I know they really like each other, and I know TaToH loves poking fun at ACCM. I need Dave's Game 5 energy to hit here. All right, so we're going on to HyperRandom land. And we have Burgundians for ACCM and Burmese for TaToH. That is super interesting. We'll see what the map layout looks like. Remember, it's standard victory. So the Burgundians are going to want to get all the relics, but the Burmese are going to know where the relics are. I hope there's a ton of relics on this map. That would be cool. TaToH goes hard on the trash talk because he seems to enjoy it more than most. I think a lot of players enjoy the trash talk, right? And TaToH also goes hard on the trash talk because it's like a preventative measure, right? He doesn't want to be made fun of for being the oldest guy in the scene. Or for being slow. So if he attacks first, then people are on the defensive, right? It's strategic. He translates his Age of Empires 2 strategy to real life. Isn't Capwatch older than TaToH? I don't think so. All part of the plan, exactly. There's always a plan. A good trash talk defense is a good trash talk offense. Yes, it is. What's up, Travis? All right, so that was a good one. The next game is going to be on HyperRandom land. So we won't have any water on this map. We will just have a land battle. Remember, standard victory applies and random civs as well. Burgundians, Burmese is going to be our civ matchup. I think a lot of people would prefer the Burgundians. But like I said, the Burmese will know where the relics are. Schmingolf, thank you for the 3 months. What
Dave,
the
favorite caster by far? Greetings from your good old Schmingolf.
fuck? Defend the Wonder. We gotta defend the Wonder map. Oh my god. Hell yeah, dude. And we got fire towers as well, protecting the base. I don't know what wonder this is, but it looks kind of cool. 4,000 HP on it. They get this trade card is on crack, I guess. Unless, oh, we're just speeding up here. TaToH called the re. No, he doesn't like the civ matchup. He called the re. Oh, I gave both of them a re. No, dude, no. I wanted to see that so bad. I wanted to see it so bad, dude. Maybe we get it again. Oh. Regrettably alive. Thank you for the 12 months. When you're playing random civs on HyperRandom, similar to the tournament, each player is going to get one re. And sometimes it's necessary. They call it themselves. It's before 2 minutes. Just because of the random civ element, right? If nothing else. I think TaToH would have loved to play Defend the Wonder, but against Burgundians with Burmese, maybe not the best. So the next game has started, and it's going to be Ethiopians for ACCM and Incas now for TaToH. TaToH cannot call another re. ACCM still has one. Does re change the map? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be completely different. Why is the matchup so bad? It's not terrible. It's just like, on a pro level, Burgundians just have the incremental advantages. And especially when you're playing like a Defend the Wonder style, I think with the fire towers, I think Burgundians are going to be a little bit better there. You just look for a better matchup, I think. Burmese slander? Burmese are one of my favorite civs, man. I love Burmese. Great civ. I have the they're one of the civs. I have the emblem from Red Bull. I have Celts, I have Burmese, I have Sicilians. I think I've got another one. I can't remember. I know I have Celts, Burmese, and Sicilians. The little wooden emblems that they use in the civ drafts. Oh, we have another re. ACCM calls it this time. Incas versus Ethiopians. That's fine. It was a 2TC start with armored elephants. Oh my god, stop reading the cool maps, dude. You start with 2 armored elephants? Oh, man. Okay, this next one is going to be even cooler. 2 TCs, 2 armored elephants. This next one is going to be even cooler. No more Rees. They're all out of Rees. Why did I give them Rees? Please be a cool map. The matchup is interesting. Gujaras against Sicilians. 2 TC houseboat. I would love that. Yeah, it seems that way, Travis. It's like once someone uses a Re, the other player remembers that Rees exist, and then they use it as well. 30 seconds. Gujaras for ACCM, Sicilians for TaToH. Who do you favor in this matchup? They're both kind of like more bottom tier civilizations. Gujaras have been really struggling recently. In the actual HyperRandom tournament, could they get these maps? Yep. This is the same script they will use for the HyperRandom tournament. Come on! And we get like this. What the we get this? I guess they're close. I guess they are quite close. And they have a wolf. We could see a dungeon rush from TaToH. I want the Wonder Defense back. All right, so trick with the hunting wolf. If you get this in HyperRandom or Mega Random, and you're wondering how to get it to run, it will run once it reaches your first shift queue area. So let's say you take this wolf, and it's just walking because you tasked it over here. As soon as you add a shift click to it, it will start running. Or it runs when you attack something as well. Viewer Re would be Pog. That would be funny to implement into a tournament. A Viewer Re. He's so stupid though. Okay, so Gujaras can be decent on HyperRandom. The amount of food you get is relative to the amount of food on the animal. So all of these goats and everything are going to garrison in here. It doesn't matter that there's 6. It matters on the amount of food that they have on their bodies. So 66 on each goat isn't a lot, but it's going to be a nice little trickle of food coming in while he's taking the boar. 47 food on the berries only is kind of brutal. But the boar had like 500 on it, which is fine. The elephant over here has 442. We've got TaToH kind of looking around for some stuff. We got some deer back here with only 96. There's not a lot of food on this map, folks. I think this breaks one of the TTF racing events since you can shift Q to move fast instead of attacking. Maybe. The wolf one, right? The one with the walls or whatever you gotta attack. Dude, I haven't played TTF Racing in so long. Myth came out, Travis, I don't know if you've seen it, but Myth is, I think he's almost completed a new racing map that's very similar to TTF. I still have to try it. He told me about that? Yeah. I still have to try it. I should try it one of these days. Ooh. Not good for TaToH. Losing his wolf here, potentially. I mean, it does heal up over time, and the wolf doesn't do all that much damage in attacking, so TaToH should be fine. He's going to try and bring this back to the TC. Not a lot of relics on this map, by the way. It looks like there's only 4. Yeah, 4 relics. Gotta watch out for the town center. It does way more damage than the hunting wolf. And now ACCM's on the run. Tail between his legs. He's coming back. Man, these dudes are... Look at how cool they look when they're running. Fighting for the high ground. You cannot lose this. Because then the wolf... Yeah. The wolf regenerates the HP, so it can just come back to like your wood line and start killing villagers. Very, very brutal if you lose that. So good job from both of them to just disengage. Now I wonder what the strategy is going to be like here. They both know where each other is. There's not a lot of food on this map. They're very close. There is a lot of gold and stone available. But I think this will be like a full feudal play. Hopefully they don't just play into like skirm v skirm. I got the high ground wolfakin. High ground, like, it's very selective when it matters, right? I would say Darth Maul had a better high ground. And my man got sliced in half. So I don't know. 176 on these deer. Great job from TaToH to push these in. They still don't know about, like, the elephants. This could be a great lure for TaToH. I think TaToH's going, like, fast castle. Goes up with 21 vills. He doesn't have enough food to do it. And they're fighting with the wolves again. You can see how much these wolves have, like, healed up over time, right? Taking 120 damage. It's because gravity works different on Naboo. Ah, I see. Okay. Gravity works different on Naboo. Right. There's always a bigger fish, bro. Is this just a super fast castle Phosphorus build from TaToH, or what's going on here? It's not. He just doesn't have enough food. He goes for the barracks now. ACCM's going to go for the range. He's going to start walling up as well. There's the wood upgrade. He still has some herdables inside the mill, and he's still got some under the TC, so he's doing pretty good in terms of food supply. I think TaToH has done a better job luring in the random deer, but ACCM is harassing him constantly, right? Can TaToH see this stuff? He can't. If he could see those elephants, he definitely would have tried for like a fast castle thing. Did you watch Regicide Rumble? Not really, no. This weekend was just a nice little, some nice time off for me. I played a lot of games. I went to the range. I took a few walks. I was just chilling, dude. What is all random? Random costs and attack and so on. Also random? No, no random costs here. That's different. It's just random resources and random maps. Random cost is not a thing here. Stable is up from TaToH, but he has 0 on food right now. Can't really use it. And there's the Spearman from ACCM. Spearman comes out from TaToH as well. They do really good damage, if I remember correctly, against the hunting wolves. Villagers and Spearmen have really good bonus damage against them. And you can see, like, just the lack of food here is really limiting TaToH. ACCM has done a better job balancing it. He also had the passive generation from this stuff, which is great. But yeah, ACCM has done a better job just generally balancing his food eco than TaToH, as TaToH clears up the Spearman, and they're both gonna wall. Great, guys. You start so close to each other. Full wall, baby. Let's go. And just on time, I think it could be said, as ACCM shows up here with the archers. Good production from him, and the hunting wolf is dead. But the walls are up for TaToH. Should have admin re. We should have chat re. Viewer re to punish them. That's right. They have to sit in a corner and think about what they've done. Ah, this wolf breaks the wall pretty quick. TaToH's got to be careful. I think it's dungeon time. I think it's definitely Donjon time. He's going to go for a market wall instead. That's a great position for the market. Really, really nice. And I don't think the archers can range there because there's no fletching for ACCM yet. There's the blacksmith right there. The market's going to go up before fletching comes in, though. And TaToH should be fine. And now TaToH's eco is looking great. The farms will last forever with Sicilians. And the first skirmisher of this show match is on the field. The very first skirmisher. I think that's a success. We're in game 4, and this is the first skirmisher we've seen. I think that's good, right? It bodes well for the tournament. There's no underwear in outer space. Why did I mentally read that in George Lucas's voice? You know, it's like poetry. Why does he have a freaking wolf? Because he started with one. That was their scouting unit. TaToH lost his. ACCM kept his. Alright, so where do they go from here? ACCM's going to hold on to the map position. He's got really good resources. He has ejected the herdables, and I think a lot more people are doing that with Gajaras now than they used to. Like, people used to keep 8 herdables in the mill at all times. The bonus, it's not worth it, man. It's just really not worth it. The armor's in for TaToH so he can fight this. The hunting wolf is brutal, though. Pushing the skirmishers back. It's better to just, like, eject your herdables and take them. On average, over the course of a standard game length, taking the herdables is going to be better than keeping them in the mill. Or just keep, like, 4 in there. It's better to just get that food spike early rather than have the passive income the entire game. Donjon from TaToH to take the stone. And there's a lot of stone there. That's 2,500 stone. As ACCM now clicks up. TaToH buying food. And TaToH pushing forward. Farm eco for ACCM, fantastic. 18 farms. TaToH, 16. And now ACCM is full walling over here. How much stone is over? Oh my goodness. 3,300. There's a lot of stone on this map, isn't there? 16,000 stone on this map. Okay. Okay. All right. I see you. Okay, TaToH, next order of business. Wall in front of your town center. Shrevamshas are a thing. When is your next game with T90? I don't know. We're trying to schedule. We just got our matchup like yesterday. TaToH says no. Okay. All right. Castle Age is on the way. ACCM keeping his archers nice and cozy in the TC. They're discussing things. Thinking about how much damage they're going to do. And sergeants are coming out for TaToH. And if he can continue to get this stone, donjons all over the place could be brutal. A lot of the resources are on the center of the map here. Isn't Dash in Vegas now? Yeah, I think Dash is in Vegas. Tristan's always got a busy schedule. Bullet's in Switzerland, so his time zone's not great. I'm the only one with, like, they tell me a time, and I'm like, all right. I'm good with that. Oof. Nice crossbow pressure here from ACCM. Still a minute away from Castle Age's TaToH. There's the Shrevamsha. Still no wall on the front side. And the Siege Workshop from ACCM. So it would not surprise me to see maybe a Mangonel followed by an Armored Elephant. Armored Elephant first. Okay. And the sergeants are going to be pretty slow to try and catch up to these things. Castle Age coming in. What is the play for TaToH? He can definitely afford... He can afford like 3 TCs at the moment. It's University, Skirmisher, Bodkin. But what about this? And what about these? He does have 5 sergeants, so the elephant shouldn't be too big of a risk. Once Elite Skirm comes in, he should be able to support this dungeon. But the crossbows are here. Good job from ACCM to bring those crossbows underneath the dungeon. That skirmisher upgrade is not coming fast enough here for TaToH. Ballistics is on the way too. Really doesn't want to lose this dungeon. Unfortunately, I think he's going to be forced to lose it to the elephant. Fortunately, he did get the villagers away though. And now he's safely in his base with ballistics on the way. Squire's coming in too. And enough stone to go for a couple more dungeons if he wants to secure this area and protect this gold. That is the only gold he can take currently. Good pressure from ACCM. That Elephant Ram does so much damage against buildings with Gajaras. It's crazy. They just absolutely melt buildings. Infantry armor now on the way for TaToH. Second and third town center going up from ACCM. Still a risk, though, for ACCM. I mean, he can lose his army here if TaToH finds some kills on the Mangonels and some good fights with the Skirms. TaToH needs siege? Yep. ACCM has to be concerned, though, because the Sergeants are really powerful. I don't think the Skirmishers are going to be in time. Oh, they might be in time to find the TC. They might be in time. It's at 80% right now. They have ballistics. No, they're not. They're not. Just too late. 2 villagers going down. Sergeants and skirms can run right into the base here from ACCM if he's not careful. And if the sergeants get in, they can make dungeons in the back. I think the best course of action here from TaToH would probably just be to run right in. He's not going to do it, though. ACCM slowly collapsing around him. Let's see what sort of value TaToH can get. The Shravamshas pop out. That Mangonel's going to go down to the sergeants. Bunch of crossbows are being killed, and the pressure is being relieved on TaToH's base. So the Mangonels forward will die as well. So not a bad fight for TaToH, all things considered. He's going to clear up the Mangonels. He'll probably clear up this ram here, and he's saved his town center. He's added a second one behind. He forced the army from ACCM back. ACCM does have a 10 villager lead right now. 11 villager lead. But TaToH's still alive. He's kicking. Wall in front of your TC, bro. Wow, Shravamshas are so frail. Holy cow. This unit sucks, dude. This unit sucks. I know they don't have bloodlines or the armor. And I'm glad that they suck. I really am, because it's like it's a mechanic that the dodge mechanic just shouldn't exist. It's so stupid. It's so frustrating to play against. It's a dumb unit. It looks dumb. There's no purpose to that unit. Hated that unit? I think everyone hates Shravamshas. What kind of mechanic do they have? They have a dodge mechanic. So any, like, range attack, even melee projectiles can be blocked. So, like, elite Shravamsha versus an elite Mamluk 1v1, the Mamluk can't do any damage to it. The Mamluk loses, which is the dumbest thing ever. Even Mangonel shots, yeah. Okay, TaToH's got to be careful not to fire in his own units. He does have a Mangonel now. Almost gets the Mangonel from ACCM. Not quite, though. Let's see if the skirms can clear this up. It's another dungeon going up here, and TaToH's resources looking pretty good. ACCM's eco, though, looking pretty solid with Wheelbarrow, the second wood upgrade. and 76 villagers. The Shirvamsha treats Mamluk shots as arrows, even though it's melee damage? Yes. Yes, they do. Very, very brutal. Now, that doesn't mean that you want to send 20 Shirvamshas into 20 Mamluks. Because once the dodge mechanic is gone, you only win the 1v1. Once the dodge mechanic is gone, you're out of luck, dude, and you're going to die really, really fast. Oof. Donjon's going to go up. Nice job there from TaToH to get some pressure in on ACCM. More sergeants on the way. Arson now coming in for TaToH. TaToH is the one applying the pressure. We have an elephant over here being very annoying. Wow. That is really, really annoying for TaToH. This armored elephant has done almost 9,000 damage. These things are crazy. It's going to die now, though. That sergeant is all up in that big old caboose right there. Hacking away. Dead. Another donjon. And look at how much farm eco this is taking out if TaToH gets this donjon up. The mangonel is coming over. The crossbows are coming over. But the donjon will complete on time. And that is so many farms. That's like 20 farms right there he's taking out. That's crazy. Still 31 on food for ACCM as he tries to kill this now with villagers and Shirvamshas and the mangonel. But the mangonel is going to go down and the sergeants are pushing the crossbows away. The donjon's still firing. Another TC here from TaToH on the front side on more stone. 72 vills from 91 villagers for ACCM. And it looks like ACCM is going to take out this donjon. Herbal medicine would go hard. I don't know if Sicilians have it. They do. Okay. Actually, I think there's only a few civs without herbal medicine. I think Byzantines don't get it. Crossbows are dead, by the way. And that's a problem, because these sergeants can come forward and repair this donjon. If he gets there in time. 52 HP. Can he repair it in time? He can't. Are Byzantines the only civ without herbal medicine? Byzantines don't believe in herbs. Another donjon in a more forward location with the skirmishers backing it up. And a forward castle here from ACCM. But we have sergeants and we have skirms forward from TaToH. And TaToH could think about selling his wood and buying stone and denying this castle if he sees it on time. He sees it. Let's see if he sells all the wood. Buys stone. Doesn't look like it. Don't think you can compete with that. He is pushing in over here, though. He might think about another donjon over on this side. He's just going to run away from this area. This has gone from a very safe and cautious and defensive game to a push from TaToH over here, which is looking great. And then a forward castle from ACCM over here, which could result in a really, really bad position for TaToH on his home base. So Byzantines, Huns, Khitans, Turks, Vikings. Wait, wow, there's a lot of civs without it. Okay. Oh my goodness, TaToH. Nice push over here. You gotta watch out for the elephants, but he is shutting down a lot of ACCM's eco. And ACCM just goes for another town center. This is so brutal for ACCM, dude. You gotta be so careful against this. This could get out of control. And it already kind of has gotten out of control. Honestly. Like, this is just too much, dude. There's donjons all over the place. If TaToH were to get masonry. If TaToH were to get arrow slits. If TaToH were to notice that this elephant is killing his donjon. Could be really wild. TaToH, please notice. There we go. Gonna start repairing this, which means he doesn't have stone for another one back here. TaToH definitely needs to find some more stone to go on, and he's back on this one now. He has managed to get one relic. He lost the town center over here. There's way more stone over here, but he doesn't know about it. ACCM knows about this stone. Let's see what TaToH's vision is looking like. He can see the town center over on that side. He's killing more villagers back here. Eco KD is 27-7, and now TaToH has the villager lead. Isn't Arrow Slits an imp tech? Is it? I guess it is. It's not really a tech I think about that often. Imp. Okay, it's an imp tech. Ooh, nice job from ACCM clearing up that dungeon, this dungeon over here. There's another one going up at the back of his base. Now he's clearing up these ones. But he's lost a lot of villagers. A lot of villagers. And he's losing even more. He's losing a lot of vills here. Holy cow. 39 eco kills now for TaToH. 104 villagers for him. Down to 89 villagers now for ACCM. He's added in some skirmishes. He's trying to go for some monks, but the monks are being cleared up. Now the crossbows are being cleared up. The dungeon will go down, but so will a lot of villagers from ACCM. And another monk. And TaToH is booming behind. TaToH's farm eco is insane. Behind this crazy push. Uh-oh. Oh no, dude! ACCM! ACCM, no! Maybe? Maybe? Oh, he's gonna try for it? He's still gonna try for this castle. You have to abandon this, dude. You just can't. You just can't, bro. Great micro with the mangonel. Already 4 villager kills on that. He'll save it against the pikemen. Ram is going to work away on the castle foundation. And by the way, these things are still alive back here, but the skirmishes or chakram throwers are coming in. Can they kill these in time? It looks like they can. Maybe. And now they're just attacking the dungeon. All right. Meanwhile, over here, ACCM still gaming. 3 villagers in a dream. 1 villager in a dream. Just the dream now. He deletes the castle. All right, so TaToH getting masonry. TaToH probably needs to think about selling his wood. He just sold 1,000 wood, and he's going to click up soon. He actually sneaks in the cav armor upgrade, though. No Imperial Age for him. Just stables. And more dungeons. What a great game. Another one. Just fantastic. Would Doubt delete the castle or die building it? Doubt would die building it. 100%. Imperial Age coming in for ACCM. Not for TaToH. Chakrams. Not going to be super good against +2 armor knights. There's Bloodlines, there's Forging, Light Cavalry upgrade coming in. How much gold does TaToH have? TaToH's really strapped for gold, isn't he? There's just the golds in the center. So he's going to play with the insane farm eco that he has. He's just going to play Light Cav. He's also going for a dungeon over here. He could find the stones. He could find this gold mine. Only 581, but it's better than nothing. He's still got 1,000 gold on this one. So he's still, he has more gold than he thinks he does. But it's hard to like read the values on those in the middle of the game. You just think, oh, I've got 2 tiles of gold. That's not enough. Kind of sucks, right? Another dungeon over here. And more villagers coming forward. And more light cav. And more sergeants coming forward. Feels like ACCM does get this castle up. But it's probably going to cost him. It's definitely going to cost him. The castle will go up. TaToH needs to retreat. Lots of villagers lost again. 76 to 16 eco KD. These guys are still going crazy back here, by the way. This dude's an animal. These guys are animals, bro. All over the eco from ACCM, and how can he possibly keep up is the question. TaToH does have masonry, he doesn't have murder holes. And now he's trying to get up to Imperial Age. He sees that ACCM is there. Flashing lights all over the eco from ACCM. Even though you're an imp, it's just so tough to get back into this mentally and start a push of your own when you're dealing with stuff in the back of your eco. TaToH has found the gold on this side. And the dungeon is still killing villagers over here from ACCM. 89 villagers killed by TaToH. ACCM now controlling the majority of the golds and the stones on the map in the center. He's converting some of these guys at the back. And now he's going out to push another dungeon down. Unfortunately for him, the sergeant... Nope, the sergeant knows. Okay. Well, say goodbye to half of those villagers. Okay, that was the handcart TC. It's like, TaToH, why would you make that the imp TC? I saw it glowing. That was the handcart TC. Everyone calm down. Everybody calm down. Oh, man, he's not going to get this either. Oh, jeez. More villagers being killed. Over 100 villagers killed soon for TaToH. And ACCM is trying to come in with these chakrams. This could be an issue. Dungeons are going to go up from TaToH. If he completes them, they could defend him, his eco. It's going to be really tough with all these chakrams around. ACCM still doesn't have forging for the chakrams. That is an issue for sure. This is not pretty for TaToH though.
You all, your lives are so sad.
Okay, the dungeon goes up. ACCM needs to leave, and here come the light cav.
Evening, Dave.
No forging is absolutely brutal for a 3 attack power unit. Totally brutal. Some would say total brutal. Alex, thank you for the 20 months, man. And a castle in the middle of his own eco to protect himself, because TaToH doesn't go away with these dungeons. He's also made another dungeon back here. There's a lot of stone on this map, but he doesn't know if he could find his way over here. Oh, jeez. That would be brutal for ACCM, right? That's like unlimited stone at this point. 104 eco kills. ACCM has also killed 36. But the light cav are coming in. Imperial Age is in now for TaToH. And ACCM, well, he does have this middle area, has lost control of a lot of the backside of his base. And now more sergeants are going to come in from this side. TaToH will be running out of gold shortly. So I'd love to see him continue to explore over here. He's very busy with other things, but if he could get an outpost here, that would be amazing. He's going for guilds because he just needs gold. Love to see TaToH mining the stone in the back of ACCM space. With what villager? He's built all of these with sergeants, dude. He doesn't have any villagers back there. 0 on gold for TaToH. He's desperately trying to take out the trebs. He gets both of them. Sacrifices the light cab, but what does he care? He can always make more. He gets both of the trebs from ACCM. ACCM will go for another castle here to protect this gold. TaToH will go for an outpost over here, and he might spot this gold, and then he might spot this stone. He also has 3 relics, which is really, really solid. He managed to get the final armor upgrade, which is going to be fantastic against the chakrams. The chakrams are only going to be doing 1 damage against these light cav. So this is like a paper army right here. It looks very impressive, but it's not really. Eco is insane for TaToH again. Has he discovered this? Gold! Stone! His dream! And now he's into the eco from ACCM. Oh, God. More stables over here. ACCM's got to be careful wandering in on that side. He goes for now another Treb over here to clear up the dungeon so he can take the stone. And TaToH sees all of that stuff, and now he goes into archer ranges. More skirmishers coming out. Beautiful. Amazing game. Love these two players, man. Feels like you always get good games with TaToH and ACCM. That's Dead Monk. And this is TaToH's game. He's slowly surrounding ACCM. Who wins between Frontier Guard Camels versus Halbert Cavalier? Camels, and it's not even close. Oh no! Half the bonus damage! Ugh! It's not even close, dude. How does Halbert help the Cavalier? That gives him pierce armor. Why no camels for ACCM? I mean, just very limited resources, right? Look at this. Doesn't make sense. You don't want to switch into camels. TaToH going for Trebs. He's going to take out these castles. He goes for a TC over here. He's got so many on stone now. He does have guilds, so he can sell all his food. And it's still reasonable prices if he needs gold. And there's a lull before the final fight here. ACCM is still pushing. But all of these stables have flags in them. Here come all the light cav to support the skirmishers and to snipe the Trebs. And more Trebs on this side that ACCM has to try and take out. TaToH's going to come in here. He's going to kill the siege. He's going to kill the Trebs. And he's going to push back the Chakram. Look at these Chakrams, guys. It's not it, you know? It's just not it. Such an underwhelming unit sometimes. They can seem so OP, and then they can just seem so underwhelming. You need 60 and they melt everything. All right, I'm writing ACCM right now. Hey, ACCM, you need 60 chakrams. Oh, sorry. 60 chakrams. We'll see if he gets my message. We'll see if he gets it. Dave's sending a telegram. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, so this is the stage of the game where TaToH's like, why hasn't he resigned? And ACCM is just absolutely gaming. Like, TaToH can see everything, dude. He's got him completely surrounded. And now he's going for a dungeon push over here, too. He's got this at the back. He's got this stuff over here. He's got all of this around the front side. And he's got this over on the right, too. Why hasn't he resigned? It's ACCM? It is. Alright, so that's not 60. That's only 26. And clearly not enough. Treb dies. Bomber cannon dies. ACCM. Still gaming. Still gaming. 120 villagers somehow. All in this little space. Hoarding's now coming in for TaToH. That will help not only the castles, it also helps the donjons. So the donjons will be pretty close to indestructible at the back. And the light cap's still coming in. Blast furnace would be great. That's the final upgrade he needs. What are the prices looking like? Food prices are still really solid if TaToH were to sell all of his food. ACCM is still pushing somehow. I guess the relics were ejected. ACCM can maybe grab 2 of those. He's only got this gold left. He's still losing villagers over here. Still trying to push back this area. 3,500 HP on those donjons at the moment. And the chakrams are actually going to look pretty good against the skirms. But TaToH's got a big old army of light cav. And guess what? I think the trebs are going to die. Again. And the bombard cannons too. Although ACCM's trying to repair. Can he save this bombard cannon? He can't save that one, but he does save this one. There's 31 chakrams. We're halfway there. Oof. Unfortunately, ACCM is living on a prayer. TaToH. How is ACCM still alive? How is he pushing this? Feels like TaToH just needs like 60 light cav or something. And just fight the chakrams. I mean, TaToH is running out of gold. ACCM is about to be out of gold completely. And another bombard cannon goes down. And more light cav are coming in from this side to snipe the trap. Do they get it in time? I think they will. ACCM saves it. He saves it again. He's a wizard. Someone write him a letter to Hogwarts, dude. My man is saving all of his siege. He has 156 pop. And TaToH is running out of steam here a little bit. Trebs, do they hit the shot? They hit the shot on the bombard cannon, but the chakrams come in. This is expensive, though. You're losing a lot of chakrams to the castle. And the skirmishers. Trying to snipe the trebs. He's getting them. It's not the greatest trade in the world for ACCM. That chakram mass is what's protecting your siege thus far. And TaToH can always go for more light cav. And TaToH is coming into raid again. On the other side. And now he's raiding over here. 176 villager kills for TaToH. Dude, ACCM is just so good at staying alive. It's insane. It's insane, bro. Portings was a great tech, by the way. That's like kind of keeping this castle alive. There we go. There's the blast furnace technology. Oh, no. Who opened the buffet? It's all you can eat. We're losing money. Oh my god. Oh my god. ACCM is down to 75 villagers. Oh, and the Treb is dying and the chakrams are coming over. And guess what? He's still playing. Freaking ACCM, dude. Look at the map. Look at the map, bro. GG. This was TaToH's vision at the end. Crazy game. Great job, TaToH. We go to game 5, and they're going to need a little bit of a rest after that. Oh, my goodness. 251 eco kills there for TaToH. We thought this map was going to be boring. That's a fantastic game. Didn't start out good, but what a finish. Holy cow. 67 population for ACCM. Wow. So that was the HyperRandom land version. And that was really cool. Great job from TaToH. The donjon push was fantastic. You can see resources collected, right? He added his eco behind there. And despite having access to less gold, I mean, just look at the gold collected. It's over 2 times more for ACCM. Despite having far less gold than TaToH, or sorry, than ACCM, he still managed to do it with just a better food eco. That was a lot of fun. Freaking ACCM. This is how you just get all your money's worth for a show match, you know? All right. So the winner of this final game wins an extra $50. It's $100 for the winner, $50 for the loser. And I think they've earned it here. We're going into game 5. That's what we wanted. Wonder defense hype? Maybe. Maybe. Oof. Let's see who else is on. We have John Slow, maybe. No, he's doing Heaven and Hell. Rex. T90 is playing, but he won't want to play in a show match. Hera doesn't want to play. T90 doesn't like show matches? Not really. You gotta, like, the thing about Tristan is you have to, like, he needs to be prepared. Right? He needs to be prepared. So you gotta give him, like, 2 weeks notice. You gotta give him, like, a whole bunch of, so he can, like, mentally get himself into the zone. Not just for the show match, just to do anything. Just to do anything, dude. You gotta let him know. Your guys' team game didn't seem super prepared. That's different. That's different. That's a different scenario. Make the mods fight. I do that on a regular basis. Cage fighting in my basement. It's one of the perks of being a mod here. They live in your basement. They exist there. I don't know if you would call it living. Do you ever let them out of the kit? No. Okay. We're still waiting. They need a little bit of a break before, and I can't blame them. It's a show match, right? They gave it their all there. Looks like they're gonna, yeah, they're just hosting right now. So, Draken's online. John Slow is casting. I would be down with like a Draken versus John Slow walled HyperRandom show match. I think that would be pretty funny. Valis is playing Black Forest. Think about that. Yo is queuing. We don't really have another opponent on his level, though. Okay. So, game 5. And we have some repeat civs here. We've got TaToH with the Armenians. It was ACCM playing them earlier. And ACCM with the Wu again. So ACCM played the Wu the first game. Now remember, the civs are random. So this is fully possible you can get repeat civs. Where's my army? Yo, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Master of HyperRandom starts September 29. I will be the primary caster for the event, so most of the matches will be here. I think we also have qualifiers before that. So make sure you tune in if you enjoy the maps. These are basically like kind of the same settings. I don't think we're going to have the walled version or the land version or water or nomad version. We might just have the standard HyperRandom as the only map. But it will still be random civs every single game, which is great. ACCM is a woo girl. I fucking hate woo girls. Woo! Woo! Are you hosting? Zetnus and Tree are doing most of the hosting stuff. I'm simply streaming and providing some input. That's it. Also confirm full random, so unlikely but possible mirror match. Okay, full random. Interesting. Is HyperRandom a salad? I like to think of it more of a soup. I think it's more of a soup, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. Game number 5 here. And it's a nomad start. It is a nomad start. And they are all sending their villagers towards the same spot. And they can't find a wood line. Where is the wood? All right, ACCM has found the wood. The donkey. Did TaToH's donkey see that? Or sorry, TaToH's found the wood line. Did TaToH's ACCM's donkey see that? It did. ACCM scouting around with his donkey now. We have pigs with 100 food on them. And they should be able to scout the majority of this map. We also have rhinos. Only 185 food on those, but still. Should result in a pretty good start here. Let's see how quickly they find the water as well. So an interesting nomad start here. It looks like there's a lot of stone on this map. And there is. There's 35,000 stone on the map. I like the fact that they start with a... If they're going to do nomad start, I like the fact they start with a donkey. So you can get some extra scouting in. And like both players should find the water, right?
Dave, hello.
Also, if you're TaToH, playing as the Armenians should be nice here with the mule cart. You can like take the smoke monkeys, which have food on them. You can even take the rhinos close if you want to, and then some of the deer are nice. But also, if you're ACCM, playing as the woo should be fantastic. Your houses build faster. You get 65 food from just building a dock if he spots the water early. It'd be great. Lizabeth, thank you for the 17 months. Malseer, thank you for the 22. Welcome back. Welcome back. And TaToH is going for the Giga Dock out here at the edge of the peninsula. Gonna have to walk all day for that, but it's a pretty good position. There's not a lot of fish in this pond. That's about the best dock you're gonna get, though. ACCM will probably dock here, and that's not a bad one either. Can HyperRandom be fully explored or full max vision? I don't think so, unless you have like vision markers. I think it's possible to get vision markers where both players have vision over like an area. I don't think it can be like explored or whatever. Okay, so all of these rhinos just have 185 food on them. Okay. So the deer almost have enough food to be comparable to the rhinos, right? Like 163 versus 185. It's a whole lot less effort to hunt a deer. What if each player started with 50 outposts? Yes, if each player started with 50 outposts, then yes. I was testing these maps briefly, and I don't know if it was a bug or not, but I hosted one of them, and it spawned in, and I shit you not, there was 540 elephants. You couldn't move. It was elephant nothing. You could not move. They were under the TC. They were all around. I was like, please, let us get that. I didn't even see where the wood lines were or anything. It was all elephant. It was all elephant. Everything was elephant. Hope there's a mod for Gamba. I'm sure we can figure it out. Why don't you say hi? Thank you for the year, dude. Welcome back. ACCM, bad luck with his gold. I mean, he's probably found this, right? He's probably got great scouting. With the donkey. Yeah. I mean, ACCM knows exactly where the gold is. He's fine. TaToH scouting also looking good. Relics could come into play here. It is standard victory. That dock from TaToH is just so nice. Right out there on that little finger. This pawn looks like a thought bubble from TaToH's TC. It's like, I wonder what he's doing. So lucky there's shorefish for TaToH. Well, he probably scouted it, and that's the reason he went out there, right? Kidney? Okay. Could be a kidney, I guess. More elephants coming in, or sorry, rhinos coming in. Very underwhelming, though. You spend all that effort to get a rhino in, it's 185 food. It's not great. Dude, these donkeys have been going kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Why do they have efficiency values on the donkeys? Can this thing, like, carry gold or something? Do all military units have efficiency values? Have I never noticed that before? Can they trade? I don't know. I don't know. There's the barracks from TaToH. Let's see what he wants to go for. It's tricky going and playing water here because there is a lot of food if you add in the box turtles, right? There's like 4,000 food. But in terms of actual deep fish, there's not a lot. There's 1,000 food left. 1,100. So it's like, do you want to invest into that long term? Probably not, especially when you know where your opponent is over here and you can just attack them. And that's what TaToH's going to do. I'm glad my boss can't see my efficiency rating when Dave is streaming. Okay. Cool. Love to see it. Oh, Donkey is on the case here for TaToH. Donkey is 100% on the case. And he sees the barracks coming up from ACCM. He's got the militia coming out. He could block with the donkey and kill with the militia. He should go right now. There's no loom on those vills. He should 100% go right now. He's not going to deny the barracks. Dang. No loom on the villagers from ACCM is brutal. Meanwhile, ACCM is scouting TaToH, and now he's going to show up here and he's going to be like, uh-oh. ACCM, man, run! You got to run, buddy! The donkey is a little bit faster than these villagers. ACCM is clicking like a madman here, trying to get these things to path directly back to the TC. The donkey's trying to block her. And he does. Fortunately for ACCM, he only loses one villager. And not more. Donkey is staring at the mule like he is interested. Donkey, don't look at that mule like that. We saw the look you were giving that mule. Dang, dude. Mule only exists because Donkey got a little bit too friendly with a horse, you know? That could be your kid. Alright, men-at-arms working away on the house. Do we see Longsword in Feudal Age for TaToH? It is possible with Armenians. He's sending more villagers a little bit further forward. Still trying to push in on this side. We have fire galleys now from TaToH and fire galleys from ACCM. ACCM with more res collected overall, but TaToH definitely with a better position here. He's going to wall himself off over here. He's got the pressure over on this side. He has the advantage on the water as well, and he's looking for the fishing ships from ACCM. But ACCM has archers first. And TaToH just now placing the archer range. And ACCM knows where the gold is from TaToH. So he's going to come around this way with the archers. And TaToH's going to be forced to go for some skirmishers here to defend. And I don't know how quickly they're going to get out. Still no... Oh, he does have fletching. Oh, wow. Great fletching timing from ACCM. TaToH will be forced to go for a tower. Skirmishers produce pretty quickly, so it should buy him enough time, but that's 2 villagers dead. At the same time, though, all but 1 of the fishing ships have been cleared up from ACCM, and TaToH will go for a second dock over on the side. Tower is up from TaToH just on time. He shouldn't lose another villager. And now he goes for a blacksmith for his skirms. ACCM, I don't think has made a single skirm this entire set. What a gamer. ACCM should have made more docks to get that free 65 food. I mean, the dock does cost 150 wood. How much fish is in the pond? There's a lot of shorefish. So the box turtles, there's 3,600. In terms of deep fish, there's like nothing left. Right? You got this one. You got this one. 352. But for shorefish, could definitely be worth it. There's the stable for ACCM. Every production building he makes, 65 food. Stable, 65 food. Archer range, 65 food. Barracks, 65 food. Dock, 65 food. That's right. And that'll just add to his food count. Uh-oh. Markets? Nope. Castle? Nope. Run, little mule. Run. Siege workshop? Nope. Like I said, barracks, 65 food. Archer range, 65 food. Stable, 65 food. Dock, 65 food. It's very simple. And the mule cart has been saved. Oh, never mind. He tried to cut back. He tried to get cute with it. Ain't nothing cute about a donkey. Sorry, it wasn't a mule cart. It was a donkey. And this outpost from ACCM is going to be battered down. Good looking eco here from TaToH. 4 fishing ships. He has the mule cart so he can collect stone and gold. He's starting with the big full wall over here. There's still a gap at the top if he gets that completed. ACCM can come across, but he does have water control. And on the other side, ACCM's resources looking really good. His eco looking pretty good. The tower, ugly. Borderline unnecessary. But hey, it works, I guess. Why he hasn't walled this, I don't know, but the tower's there, so he should be fine. ACCM's wood is tragic. Listen, how would you know that? Number 1. Number 2, don't talk about another man's wood. There's still an outpost right here. I don't know how ACCM managed to sneak up these 2 outposts, but this could be really brutal. And now he's going for the infantry armor. And this could be John Swordsman. This could be John Swordsman for ACCM. And it probably is. It 100% is. So we'll see what TaToH does to try and combat that. He could go for... Ooh, Composite Bowman could be really good against John Swordsman. Composite Bowmen just ignore all of their armor. That could be sick. Because the big issue with them early is the armor. They've got so much. And if he gets a castle as well, it's going to be extremely difficult for ACCM to push. Now, the problem for TaToH is going to be that he's behind in castle age timing. And these crossbows are probably going to take a really good position here. And it's like, where do you get the castle down, right? Will you be in time to get the castle down here? Probably. 12 on stone will be enough. I think he's going to have to wait a little bit. Maybe. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Still 25 seconds away from castle age. He'll need to put it a little bit further back. Maybe right here is optimal. ACCM still doesn't know that he's on stone. He can see the stone right there, but he does not see the villagers. And here come the John Swordsman. 5 pierce armor on them. +1. Make it 6. Plus another 1. Make it 7. But the composite bowmen do not care about that at all. And TaToH will put the castle in a safe location back here. He's going to have to expedite this. We need some urgency building this castle. Because the gate has fallen. And I think he's got enough villagers. 16 villagers building that. ACCM's going to come in. ACCM's going to see the castle. ACCM's going to leave. And stone walls here from TaToH as well. No composite bowman yet. He needs the gold. Relic already generating some value with the Armenians. And he knows about the relics back here, so he can maybe snag that one. He knows there's another relic over here. His donkey is chilling. And the ram takes out his range. So no crossbow upgrade for TaToH. But it's fine. He wants to go into composite bowman now. Still not a bad setup here for ACCM, right? He didn't overcommit onto the John Swordsman. I mean, he's got 9 of them, but still a healthy food eco. And he's kind of holding the center of the map, so it's not the worst thing in the world from him. I just question, like, where do you go next if you're ACCM? How do you keep this push alive with a castle over here? He also didn't invest in the crossbow or bodkin. No upgrades for these archers in the castle age whatsoever. Oof. John Swordsmen feel brutal against the composite bowmen. They just ignore all of that armor. Most of their value comes from that armor at full HP. And they're just ignoring all of it. You sneak around water? I mean, he can, as they go 1-for-1 on the Mangonels. But I think you just assume that TaToH's got something over there. And that's a long journey. That's an extremely long journey. It'd be faster to build a dock and make a transport ship and go across. You gotta keep the pressure on. Last thing you want is TaToH adding eco behind because you're not forcing him to invest. And there's the second TC now for TaToH. ACCM still has a great eco, though. In terms of res collected, he is ahead of TaToH. And he's getting wheelbarrow right now. Really, really good economy for ACCM. You can see him slowly mining stone. He's thinking about a second town center of his own. And he's in over here. And crossbow upgrade is going to come in. Bodkin arrow should be coming in soon. Maybe even thinking about a university, potentially. And the composite bowmen don't perform super well against the crossbows. So with the siege, the crossbow, and the John Swordsman, TaToH really has to respect this army. Oh, TaToH. Oh, why are we going so deep here, dude? That was maybe a misclick from TaToH to get so close. Arison, thank you for the 30 months. Ooh, maybe because he was busy over here. Redemption now on the way for TaToH to counter the Mangonel. Fortunately, he's got mule carts, so he can just keep running back and forth. And the Ram and Mangonels are now pushing forward on this side, and Redemption might not even come in on time. It does, because the Ram was weak. Sick. If that Ram was full HP, that fortified church probably goes down.
Just for hanging out with you.
Pat! Thanks for the 19. Okay, Pat. Didn't he kill his own Mango? He might have killed his own Ram, yeah. Nope. That was the composite bowman. Who is playing next? I don't know, because there's not really many people to get. I have to figure it out. I've been busy casting. So the John Swordsmen don't care about TC fire. They're just right underneath this. And good split from ACCM. He's coming in. They should care about castle fire. He's not. And he's going to take out the Mangonel. And they definitely care about the composite bowmen, who are absolutely eating them. No ballistics for either player yet. 2 TCs for both. ACCM sitting at 55 villagers. TaToH sitting at 55 as well. And TaToH is now charging up against the crossbow. He's definitely thinking about switching to the Mangonel with his conversion. But ACCM knows about that. He's going to roll away as he now goes for the 3rd TC. And TaToH goes for the 3rd TC. So another very even game. Yeah, Harris said he just wants to play rank today, which is fine. Ooh, TaToH tried to hard commit onto that Mangonel. These composite bowmen are so frail. So are the crossbows. Actually, 5 less HP on the crossbows. As the John Swordsmen try and sneakily get this Mangonel on the other side. The crossbows are pulling him out of position, but ACCM doesn't really notice. He's underneath here with some John Swordsmen. Trying to kill some vills from TaToH. Good micro from ACCM over here, too. He's coming in. TaToH will try and save the Mangonel. Good attack round there from him. And unable to save that. 68 villagers from ACCM. 62 villagers from TaToH. Almost has enough for another castle. Where would that castle go? The gold is running out, so you definitely have to think about securing some more. There's a decent amount up here. There's some back here as well, which he definitely can see. At the moment, he's just kind of focused on clearing up all of this army from ACCM back here. This is the annoying army from ACCM that still hasn't died somehow. Ballistics on the way for TaToH. Ballistics is not in for ACCM, but taking some fantastic fights. Really good fights here from ACCM. Oh my goodness. ACCM. I think slightly faster firing rate for the crossbows, and you can really tell there. Still has this miniature army alive, 19 HP only. And is still killing the occasional villager over on this side as ACCM is about to click up to him. Really, really solid game from him. 74 villagers for TaToH, 83 villagers from ACCM. And TaToH has had water control. And, I mean, it hasn't been a lot of food coming in from the fish. They're fairly inefficient, but it's been some. Should be still an advantage, right? One range difference? Also one range difference, yeah. But they were within range of each other. I think the initial firing rate for the crossbow should just be a little bit better, isn't it? 2, and attack delay is 0.35. Yeah, attack delay is 0.5. So the attack reload is the same. But the attack delay on that first attack, which is what matters in Archer v Archer fights, is slower for the composite bowman. Okay, villagers coming forward from ACCM. Jesus! Okay. I mean, that's what I love to see. ACCM puts a castle inside of TaToH's face. What's the red dot in the corner? Pigs. And ACCM trying to clear up these composite bowmen. We've got a mangonel coming over. The John Swordsmen are coming in. And I think with the John Swordsman in here, if it can take out the mangonel, the castle will go up. But the John Swordsman goes down. Remember, ACCM does not need that castle to make trebs. He can make traction trebs. So it's not the worst thing in the world that that thing goes down. Definitely needed from TaToH if you wanted to have a good shot at winning this game. You definitely have to think about denying that. ACCM getting it. Traction trebs coming out. TaToH falling further and further back into his base. He's got so much stone. I mean, at this point, you can even sell all your stone and buy the food to go up. Traction trebs suck, though. I think they do suck, yeah, but I think they will get better as people learn to use them better. If that makes sense. People just have to get used to them. Suck D's? Thank you. You're so polite, Wally. Okay, ACCM still trying to get the castle up. TaToH's still trying to deny it. Bracer's in now, though. And we have Arbalest as well, so it gets incredibly difficult for TaToH to deny this castle even further. Nice snipe on the mangonel there. From ACCM as the John Swordsmen are pushing in. It's a Castle Age TaToH versus an Imperial Age ACCM. And TaToH is about to lose his 3 relics. ACCM is going to complete the castle, and this doesn't look good for TaToH. Doesn't look good, folks. He's still trying. He's still trying. ACCM wants to get this castle up, and the GG is called from TaToH. ACCM wins 3-2. A great set. Really, really appreciate both of these players playing this one. This is a preview of Masters of HyperRandom 3. It's going to be really, really fun. It starts September 29th, so make sure you tune in. If you're watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/Dave_AOE. There's qualifiers also before the main event. It's going to be really, really fun. Thank you so much to both of these guys for playing today. We got some really good games. Even though we didn't get the Wonder Defense map. Very satisfied with this. Very, very satisfied. Yeah, TaToH read a Wonder Defense map. Brutal, bro. Absolutely brutal. How could he? Is the dark thing here? Donkey? Oh, it's considered a trade unit. I was wondering why there'd be a dark thing on the timeline. It's considered a trade unit. I see. I see. Masters of HyperRandom 3 is a 10k tourney. How'd you swing that? Credit to Zetnus. He convinced Nilly. I said I would be the main streamer, but it was Zetnus who convinced Nilly that it would be a good idea. So, there you go, dude. Zetnus just walked in to that tournament application channel, and he was just like, yo, Nilly, what up? Give me 10k. Don't ask questions. I also messaged Nilly a ton. Okay, Tree also kind of walked in. He's like, hey, man, what's up, Nilly?